And so,
Hail
the
nerds,
end is near,
aka
and
Fruit
thus
Beer
we
here, and
reach
welcome back to
the
our
final
Gravity Falls and
chapter.
Cryptid-inspired
My
Pokemon
friends,
region. Heads up,
I'll
you are
say
gonna
it
wanna stick around to the
clear.
end, as
I forgot the rest of the
am
lyrics.
ideas for our legendary quartet.
Da-da, da-da,
In the
da.
previous episode, you're almost finished traveling this.
We are very close to the end
ultra
game.
distant
Pokemon
apocalypse,
Eclipse
so
episode
people.
50 is coming
You
out
defeated
later
both a
this week.
shapeshifter
I think it's either
impersonating the
Friday
Professor
or
and
Saturday.
legendary Ultra
99% sure Friday, though.
Atlantic
I know it's the
Breeze
early
and
20s.
Skylar.
But, yeah, we are closing to the end of this. There's probably going to be some DLC episode, to be fair. But, after this, we're done with the main plot, at least. That's a fact.
You pull out your map for the
Well,
location of the
after
Oracle.
episode 50, we're done with
Final
this. Not after
person
we're done
who
with
needs
this.
your help.
After we're done with this,
To
we're
the
reaching the
west,
end
At
game.
the center of the frozen mountain is a dragon.
Get me out of this frozen tundra!
You leap off of the high bridge and using your
Insert
Rotom
Goofy scream.
glide
Yahoo!
As you are approaching the mountain, you see that a number of glowing cracks have formed in it. And since
Yeah.
you don't see evidence of the professor anywhere on the mountain itself,
I think we know where to go.
inside.
Yeah.
You ascend the frozen mountain until you
Where
find
could
a
they
new
possibly be?
entrance.
It's the glowing of
And
the,
as
it's the
soon
equivalent of
as
the
you
giant
step
glowing
inside,
hit me
blasted
button
waves
in
of
video
intense heat.
games.
Panicked Pokemon have taken shelter in these superheated caves and fissures. Bombole,
You being here makes
and
sense.
even a
Makes more sense to the
Frozone
lake.
lash out at you as you pass.
Hi,
by.
the alien
Traveling
dog.
deeper inside, glowing magma flows around you. And
I don't know much about science, but I know that lava can't be good for ice
you see the
mountains.
professor standing on an island in the middle
This is cool
of a
design,
lake
though.
of magma, surrounded by entranced dragon-type Pokemon.
Great.
I don't know what you're doing here, but if you know what's good for you, you'll beat it.
I will. I'll beat you.
Dragon-type army to lay waste to this awful town.
I'll do the fairy types were more terrifying given how
Destruction.
the power scaling works with Pokemon. I know Fruity made his own shark, but still.
And broken as the dimension my brother was trapped in. You know he doesn't mean what he's saying, and can't wait to defeat him and get the mind controller collar off of his neck.
We won't let this world be like your brothers.
And you throw out two of your team to start the double battle. First up is the starter that Professor Pines grabbed after
The
you
one that's super
and
effective
Mabel
to
picked
you.
yours. And unfortunately, it has the type advantage over your starter.
Duh.
Next to it,
Oh well, I'll choose one of my other 5 Pokemon.
Detroke.
Oop, tag
Trying
team.
to take the classic Cryptid, the hide behind, and modernize it. Yep.
Slender
Let's bring in
Man.
some good old
I saw the thumbnail for this and
Slender
immediately knew
Man.
Slender
He's
Man.
technically canon to Gravity Falls as he shows up in a comic or something, I believe. I
Eh.
initially thought about playing up the treeness.
He
of
was
the
a real
first
freaking
stage and
craze on the
introduce
internet for a
grass
while.
type.
It died
After
down naturally as
playing
all
the
crazes do,
Twisting
but
Slender Man
I was
10
around for that
times,
hot minute.
something a bit stranger. I mean, I'm all for Pokemon.
Though
that
oddly, not
push
really
how
scared of
different
it.
Types can be represented, so we'll be introducing the dragon.
It's just
type
like its
here.
entire thing was
Splitting the tentacles
jump
at the
scare,
top
and
into
that's
the
kinda
dragon
lame.
Heads
I don't
is
know.
Justification enough, I think. Plus, it's just cool.
Still, those pages
Other than
thing
that,
with the
it was
frickin'
just
Krillin
getting
plays
the
Slender Man and
look
Markiplier thing.
down,
That was actually a pretty good
particularly
game.
happy with how
Well,
the face
watching the
turned
game. I
out.
don't know
Okay,
how it was
that's
from playing
neat.
it.
Thunderous.
Because when you actually get down to the gameplay experience, it's like, get away from the thing, and that's it.
This exceedingly rare.
Anyway, yeah,
was
this reminds me of
thought
Reggie
to be
Draco in a
unheard
way
of
with the
until
dragon
recently.
sides.
Thunderant are unmatched.
This
in
is
their ability
actually
to hide in any environment.
Really well done, and
Those
it gives the
unfortunate
dragonic
enough to see
appearance
one
and
are
explanation.
relentlessly stalked by it and
Or the dragon
plagued
typing
by
explanation with the
powerful
appearance.
Nightmares and visions, often leading to the viewer
Shiny's
leaving
neat,
the
too.
Hoax region entirely. Few
Yee,
trainers
so
can
scary you'd
withstand
leave the
their horror.
region.
The ability remains out of sight, so when behind a substitute,
This thing is the
Pokemon
creature of
gains
Skarloey.
1/16 of its HP every turn, with the hidden ability being Terrorize.
Eey.
It sets up substitute right away, and then its balanced
Dang it.
stats let it alternate between using debilitating status moves and powerful attacks.
Look at this
You
guy.
used a couple team members yourself, but you managed to take out both of these Pokemon. Next up, Professor Pine sends out a Kankaga and the evolution to Mimighoul.
Oh boy,
When I
Mimighoul is
initially
evolving
laid out my
again.
plans for the decks, I wasn't planning on there being an evolution here at all. This is the only Pokemon that I added after creating my, again, initial decks before Episode 1 even came out.
I see.
But after
So it was
Metamour
just an
became
addition.
a
Fair enough.
Emergent form, we just had to sneak in another Pokemon. But of course, it can't just look like Goldengo. Can't be, just like a dude.
A
Continuing
palm
with
tree.
Dungeons
The
and Dragons
Winnemon!
for this line, our treasure chest is now being hoarded by a dragon who is itself a pile of treasure.
I like this way of
just
doing
make
things.
so much
Take the
sense.
crate and then
You
move
collect
around that
100 of these
logic.
strange coins,
Work with what you
and it
have and work
turns
around
into
it
the
rather
treasure
than
that
just
it
taking
is
the idea
protecting.
head on.
Silly, fun, and the most justified steel and dragon type that there could possibly be.
Yeah, if this thing isn't Steel Dragon, I'm walking.
Definitely helps.
Gudra should be Water Dragon, the end. I know it's got a regional variant that is, or whatever the freaking new classification is, but
There's your lesson for today.
it should have always been a Water Dragon.
Goldrago.
Just look at it, I don't know.
Once
I like how it's going no matter what, but it's the box that changes color.
From across the Hoax region,
Makes sense.
It is able to evolve into this.
This is essentially using the original design of the box as a writing prompt, or a drawing prompt, I guess. Like, okay, we got a crate, what can we do with the crate? Well, dragons guard crates full of gold, so it can be a gold dragon, there.
This Pokemon's trust. Goldrago's most prized possession is
And the tail is kind of a reference to the Palm Tree 1000 Pokemon thing in a way, if you look at it that way.
Well-worn chew toy. The ability is Gimme Gimme, so when this Pokemon
Gimme. It's mine. Freaking stingy.
The target will have the held item stolen. And then the hidden ability is Pickup. It immediately steals.
I really like this thing's design. It's really cool. It's hard to fuck up a dragon, though, to be fair.
Nothing less from one of
Not impossible, but it's really hard.
And
it's like a cheat code to get a cool design. It's like using dinosaurs or robots. It's like, that's a freebie! Yes, it is.
Poison or steel type attacks that these two Pokemon send your way. Your team is in rough shape by the time you finally feint these two. Professor Pine.
And we're reaching the late game.
Pokemon.
Great.
Unexpected Gugantum.
Okay, throw him for a loop.
To the pseudo-legendary.
Crap! Time for the final form. Where else was it going to be?
For a long time too, but we couldn't get the final pseudo stages until the very end. Okay.
Go figure.
So, continuing with the Eclipse inspiration, our first stage was more Wolf Pup. Our second stage was more Orca.
Combination.
So our final stage, we're going to strike the perfect balance between the two. There's always the risk that combining such different animals will end up with a lumpy and unnatural looking creature, but I really wanted this to be a fast and agile looking Pokemon, so I had to find the best approach to incorporate things in a sleek way. Funny enough,
this is a pretty good way of taking
mouth
things.
And jaw that really solidified things, and everything else just kind of flowed.
This is probably the best way you could have combined the two and making a whale making a wolf dragon.
There's a second pseudo-legendary that isn't dragon type, and again, I like dragon types that don't look exactly like the standard dragon, so I think it's fine. Okay,
it's a cool design.
Let's meet Aquilobo.
I think it's neat taking the wolf dragon to its logical extension. I also like how the shiny version is like a polar bear kind of. That's a nice detail.
Terrain. Its frozen fangs let it instantly freeze its prey. It is said that once an Aquilobo begins its hunt, there is no stopping it until it is fed. For this reason, players often bring lots of excess treats to keep Aquilobo focused. The ability is
just so it doesn't eat you.
Flow. So, using ice or water type attacks changes the user's secondary type to match, and the user cannot be burned, with the hidden ability being Ice Body.
It's a cool design. I do like how the dragon part is up front while the wolf part is more towards the back. It's all combined, of course, but you can tell where one gets cut off and where the other is. It's a neat design.
Using Follow Me, meaning you have to get through its bulk before you can even touch Aquilobo. By the time you knock out the electric and poison type, you are down to your final Pokemon.
Which means Beast Merge.
Glowing stone from his pocket and merge.
We all know what this means.
So what could we turn our version of Grunkle Stan into? Well, how about we reference the fact that he has, on multiple occasions, turned into a wild brawler, fighting a pterodactyl or even zombies.
Don't fuck with him!
Bare fists.
And especially don't fuck with his family.
Which is what we're playing up here. great big old fists with.
It's that old thing. It's like, you can fuck with me as much as you want. You touch my family, you're dead.
Whether or not this would be a fighting type or a dark type, I mean, Brass Knuckles is very punchy and punchy.
Yes,
yes,
they are.
But in the end, Grunkle Stan he just doesn't fight fair, right?
No, he wouldn't be a fair fighter. He'd totally kick you in the dick if he could get away with it. Heck, even if he couldn't get away with it, he'd do it.
People feel like the best match. Okay, let's check out Beast Merge Aqualobo.
This thing looks like something that would kick my ass.
Brawler. This form is overtaken.
This is like one of those guys is like, you see this, is like, I'm dead.
Energy flows through their massive spiked fists, dealing devastating blows.
Apologies.
While unstable dragon-type energy courses through the trainer's...
Yeah, that's only going to piss him off more. Not only is it a dark type, it's a dragon type. That's a super power-up.
Get behind their opponent's defenses.
I like how the outfit he's wearing, like the suit, turned into like a cape from behind, like a bad guy or something.
Gets to be unseen fist, so contact moves can...
You won't see this coming!
...protect and detect. He is ridiculously powerful. I mean, that...
As he should be.
Insane. And you have to beast merge yourself to pull through and land a final.
Get that last little bit of energy.
His Pokemon and collapses to the ground.
For the TKO.
Dash over and take the collar marked with a dragon type symbol off of his neck.
Oh, jeez. That was rough. I'm sorry about that, kid. I owe you.
Just like got bruises and stuff all over. Ah, my neck is so stiff.
How about you and me get our butts back to town? Sounds like you've done an amazing job rescuing everybody during this weird apocalyptic event. Maybe we can put our heads together and stop the destruction my brother is causing.
You and
Here's hoping.
Leave the magma caves behind and start your trek back to Lazy Susie's Diner.
Let's go home.
Before we go,
sounds like a dream come true after all this.
Merge ideas from you. We have one final bonus episode at the battle facility, and here's the thing.
Where we get to kill Abe.
Only looking for ideas for our 4 horsemen of the apocalypse. So that means the water and fighting type.
We're going to be dealing with the final episode sometime next week. Maybe an episode by itself, or maybe the usual schedule. I haven't decided fully yet. I want to say 49 and 50 for themselves combined. So working out that one.
Somehow, and they need
I'll work that part out later.
But beyond that, the sky's the limit for the design itself. I look forward to.
In hindsight, probably should have saved the two battle facility episodes together. But I am not a smart man.
Comment and
what are you gonna do?
If you are enjoying this series, there's a new puzzle.
It's still some really cool designs. I think the dragon with the gold actually took the cake on this one. Although the Slender Man design was awesome too, and of course, good old Grunkle Stan tried to kick our ass. And the Dragon Wolf was pretty damn cool. But you know, we're going with personal favorites, and probably go with the gold dragon. Just I love the idea of just like, I did not have a plan for this thing, and I still managed to pull it through. See, Mega Flygon? That's how you do it! Oh, I got Writer's Block. What do you mean you got Writer's Block?
Later, nerds.
You're Pokemon. How do you not come up with anything? I don't know. I mean, there is the whole thing, you're just like, well, we did come up with it. Well, we actually did come up with a design for, like, Mega Flygon, but a fan created it. Or it looked too close to a fan creation. If we do that, we're going to get a copyright lawsuit. Why not just ask permission? I don't know. It just feels like at some point the fans are going to make more Pokemon than you can. It, like Flamingo, it just feels like they should just borrow from Tempest or something. I don't know. Maybe that would have opened another lawsuit or something like that, but it just feels like at some point, I don't know. I just feel like maybe Pokemon could open for fan submissions, but then everyone's going to submit their fucking Pokemon, and they're going to go from like around 1,000 Pokemon to like 100,000 Pokemon in about a gen or two. I don't know. There feels like there should be some middle ground at somewhere. Maybe they just hire the fans. I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna give them you're already giving Pokemon the budget of a Game Boy game. So, and I don't mean a Pokemon Switch game. I mean freaking original. I don't mean like Game Boy Advance. I mean original Game Boy. You're already not giving it the respect it deserves. How about start giving it some more? I'm more mad at Nintendo than Pokemon, for the record. But I'm not gonna go off on that. I'm just gonna go back to the episode itself. It was a good episode to see Grunkle Stan just be like, I don't want to be like this. I gotta turn the world back to how was for my brother when he was trapped. You don't want this. This is a bad idea. Facing up the dragon type. You know, back in the day, facing up the dragon type would have been like, oh crap, this is an uphill battle. And then now it's like, okay, fairy, 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 fairy. Or ice, I guess. Well, again, then again, also in the old days, like, okay, dragon's an uphill battle because there's like, what, 2, 3 dragon types in the entire game? What are we gonna do? We have to cheat. Like, Aerodactyl's kind of dragony. Charizard's kind of dragony. We're really kind of stretching the rules on this one, aren't we? Kind of. What are you gonna do? But this had so many cool designs and nice ways of doing it. I like how you threw an electric poison in there just to really screw with this. Just be like, okay, now deal with this. What? Yeah, you're already coming in with all these types probably to counter the dragons. Here's the one that's gonna counter you. If it's a poison type, just like I was expecting you to use fairies. Uh-oh. Hey, what's the easy answer? Again, I know Fruity has his own type chart thing that he follows. He brought up the Pokemon Amber, but it's still... I'm so used to the normal chart, that's just how it works. I've learned the original chart for over 20 years. You're not suddenly going to change my mind today. And I think he knows that, but still it's something to bring up. Anyway, but... Now we've reached the late game. The Slenderman Pokemon was pretty dang cool too. I like how you incorporated that to be Dragonic. That was neat. And the double battle versus the fusion was good work. Good work overall. Just really good work. I like this episode. This is a really good episode. So yeah, good work to Fruity on all these designs. And now we have reached the late game. God only knows what's going to come next, but I'm looking forward to see what comes from this story. I hope the good guys win in the end. That's for dang sure. I sure hope this story ends with, and then the good guys won. Got a feeling, but hey, not all stories end with the good guys winning, that's for sure. We could sequel bait. Come on, guys. Pokemon Eclipse 2 renewed for 2nd season. It's a beauty of the internet. You don't have to worry about that as much anymore. It's still a thing, not as much of a thing. But anyway, yeah, that's the end of the episode. I enjoyed. Hope you did too. Thank you for watching. Hope you enjoyed. See you next time. Check out Fruity channel in the description below. And I'll see all of you next time. Later.